say to you, you're going to have people to do things to you. Things are going to happen to you. And the most important thing to do is to harness your will and let it go and move so you can grow, so you can get on with your life. It doesn't matter about what happens to you. What matters is, what are you going to do about it? Amen. What are you going to do now, Les? How long are you going to tell everybody at the bus stop and anybody who would stand and listen to you? How long are you going to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over again? How many times do we have to hear that? Don't go around telling people what your story is. Everybody has a story. 80% don't care and 20% glad it's you. They say, I'm glad that didn't happen to me. Sometimes you think you got some problem. You hear somebody else's problem, and if their problem is real bad, it make you feel good. Am I right? All right. So I had to let that go. All of us got stories to tell. Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how much you work on yourself. There are some times when things aren't going to go right. They just are not going to go right. There are times when anything that can happen will happen. Murphy's Law will be knocking at your door. Why? I don't know why. That's called life.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy X, and I'm coming to you from PressPlayOnYourDestiny.com. And today I want to talk to you guys about being stuck. Being stuck in life. Everybody at some point in their existence on this earth has been to a point in their life where they felt stuck. Mentally, emotionally, physically stuck. Where you're at a point where you don't, not only do you not know what to do in your life, but you have no idea what steps to take to get unstuck. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. I want to talk to you guys about some of the reasons we get stuck and how we can get unstuck and move forward to a more productive life. Excuse me, guys. One of the reasons we get stuck is because we get caught up in our past. We get caught up thinking that our past was the best we would ever have. We tend to think that because we had this good job, back in the day, or, that we had this great relationship, you might feel like, well, I'll never get another job like that, or I'll never get another wife like that, or I'll never get another husband like that, or I'll never get another opportunity like that. What you must realize is the past is the past for a reason. If the Creator didn't have anything else for you, you would have still been in the past. But the fact that you woke up yet another day, and another day, and another day, that means that the Creator has something for you far more greater than what you had in the past, because what you had in the past, you would still have it in the present if God wanted you to still have it. You got to remember, we can't get caught up and stuck in the past, because what's in our futures will clearly outweigh anything in the past, because what a lot of us fail to realize is it is because the past is the reason that we are where we are in life right now and who we are in life right now. Yes, the past has done some beautiful things for you, but it has nothing to do with your future. Not at all. And to get stuck in the past is definitely something we all do. But what you must realize is that you're here now, and you don't miss an opportunity now by looking in the past, because you are here now. Your past is where it is, but God has greater opportunities for you. And if you're still looking in the past, you can't see what's right in front of you. Another reason we tend to get stuck is, this was one of my biggest reasons I got stuck, was I felt like I wasn't where I needed to be in life. And we all get that feeling. Tony Robbins, if you guys haven't heard of him, look him up. He's a phenomenal speaker. He talks about us as human beings. We have a blueprint. We have a physical blueprint in life that we have created based on experiences, based off of things that we want in life, based off of things that we've had in life. We create this psychological blueprint of where we believe we should be in life. Okay, and so when we look at that blueprint and we look at where we currently are in life, if they don't match up, then that's where you get stuck. That's where you get complacent. That's where that gray area is, what you want and where you are. And we tend to not only get stuck, but we get depressed, down in the dumps, because we are where we need to be. But you want to know one thing that I've realized, guys? Everything in life is a process. You have to realize, even though you might see, the millions of dollars, the nice cars, the successful businesses, the successful marriages, what you did not see was the process it took for you to get from where you are to where you want to be in life. And that's why we get stuck. That's why we get upset, because we don't see the process. We don't see the underlying growth and development that it'll take to get there. Yes, you can have this. Yes, you can have what you saw, because if you couldn't have it, you couldn't see it. But what you fail to realize is, to get to where you want to be and where you are right now, you have to realize that there is a process and there is a certain amount of patience, faith, and action it is going to take for you to get here, what you see. So yeah, a lot of us get stuck in life because all of that, we don't see that. All we see is where we want to be and where we are, and we get depressed and in the dumps about where we are in life right now and where we want to be. That is one of the major reasons we get stuck in life. Another reason we get stuck in life is feeling helpless, feeling like the victim, feeling like it is everybody else's fault except for our own, as to why we are in the position we are in life. It's my daddy's fault. It's my mama's fault. It's my auntie fault. It's my stepmama's fault. It's my cousin's fault. It's my brother's fault. It's my sister's fault. It's my employer's fault. It's my friend's fault. Everybody, you create this life of blaming and finger pointing at everybody else except for pointing the finger at yourself. That's one of the reasons we get stuck. We get stuck because we don't look at ourselves, we look at everybody else. So now you've created this cloud of confusion to which you've gotten stuck in the middle, but the common denominator in all of your issues is you. But you don't want to see that. Yes, people get stuck because of that. Another reason people get stuck is because they feel like it's too late to accomplish their goals. They feel like, I'm getting too old, or time has passed. I won't have the time, the energy, the wherewithal to do it. I can't do it. It's too late for me. I remember doing some life coaching in California, and all of my clients were either in their late 60s or late 50s. I am 26 at the time, may I add. And not only did they take advice from me because of my wisdom, but these were older people who really felt like they wanted to make it in life, but it was kind of too late for them. Like they couldn't, they felt like the chance that they had when they were younger to do something, they felt like they can't do it now. And like I tell them, and I'll tell anybody else, it is never too late for a mindset change. It is never too late to accomplish a goal. It is never too late to have what you want to have. It is never too late. Never. Anyway, had to get into my rant. I'm sorry. I'm very passionate about this subject because we all get stuck stuck in life, and we all have our own individual reasons why we get stuck. And the sad part is we stay stuck because we make excuses for why we are in our current condition, when in essence life is always about growing and developing. And if you stay in one spot, that means you're dead, lifeless. There's nothing about you, and you are a human. You are a spiritual being with the power of the Most High. You can get yourself out of any situation by speaking it and by thinking it. But we have to come down to our lower physical levels that have emotions and feelings, and we have to fight those too. And so we get stuck. But you can get unstuck, okay? And I have a couple of things that can help you get unstuck. One of the first things you have to do is you have to first realize why you're stuck in the first place. Sometimes when we're stuck, we're in denial, but other people can see it. Other people will say, well, you don't seem as happy as you normally are, or you seem a little, a little withdrawn lately, and it seems like everybody else can see it except for you. But when you realize that you're stuck, you have to figure out why you're stuck in the first place. Okay, and it may be for some of the reasons that I mentioned, and it may be for something completely different. But once you figure out why you're stuck, then you need to figure out why does it hold so much weight to you. In my case, feeling like I wasn't where I was supposed to be, it held a lot of weight to me because I felt like I was letting down my family. I was letting down my kids. I was letting down people that depended on me. I felt like it was, I felt like I wasn't being a good friend, a great father, I had reasons, and it pulled me down even further. Not only did I feel like I wasn't where I needed to be in life, but I felt like a failure. I hadn't finished college. A lot of stuff that I tried, I never finished. And once you realize why you're stuck, a lot of the times you'll come to a point of revelation. You'll come to a point of my next point. Taking responsibility. Once you figure out why you're stuck, now it's time to take full responsibility for your actions that put you where you are in life. You have to take the blame off of everybody else and put it all on you. You have to say, I'm where I am in life right now because of me. My mama didn't do it, my daddy didn't do it, my teacher didn't do it, my coach didn't do it, my professor didn't do it. It was because of me that I am where I am in life right now. Responsibility, taking ownership. It is so hard for us as humans sometimes to flip the script and point the fingers at us because we want to be blameless. We want to make it seem like everything about us is right. We want to make it seem, but we know inside that we're so imperfect, but yet and still something inside of us wants to blame other people for our position in life. And we would like to say that the person that made the decisions, regardless of if somebody else influenced your decisions, at the end of the day, you made every single decision to be or not to be, to do or not to do. Those were your decisions. And at this point, it's time to take full responsibility and to realize not only are you driving the car of your life, you can take this car to wherever you want to take the car. You are driving the car. If you've ever driven a car before, you know once you put the key in the ignition, put your hands on them steering wheels, and you press the gas, that car is going wherever you take it. And that is exactly how your life is designed, you guys. You got to take responsibility for why you are where you are in life. It has nothing to do with anybody else. You need to forgive them. You need to forgive yourself and move forward with the understanding that you and only you can put your life in the position where you want it to be. Whew. Tired. Anyway, the very next thing you have to do is just take the first step. Sometimes when we realize that it's too much to do something, that's one of the reasons we get stuck. So I say people, we get stuck short term and then we get long term stuck. Being stuck short term could be you have a project that you have to do, but it's a big project, and you know that there is a lot of work to be put into it. See, sometimes mentally thinking about how much work it's gonna take to do something, y'all know it just makes us. We're just like, it causes us to procrastinate when we know that there is a lot of work that will have to be put into what we have to do. A lot of the times we just sit back and we're like, no, I'll put it off. But when you're trying to get unstuck, you have to remember you have to take the first step. Have you ever been walking and step on some gum? Did you ever stay on the gum, or did you continue to walk, take the gum off your shoe and keep walking? That's how it is in life. Take the situation off your foot and keep moving. See, the thing is, you can't move forward in life. You can't get unstuck in life if you're in the same place. One of the best things to do is just to move. Sometimes you have to just take the first step. In my situation, and I think I said this in another video, I hadn't been in school for almost 7 years. I had dropped out of school in college in 2005, and years went by and life happened. I got married, I had kids, and next thing you know, I found myself in a cycle of working and everything like that, and I didn't go back to school. But I always felt like it was just too much, because now my student loans, now I'm in debt. Now I gotta, worry about paying this and calling these people and going here and doing this. It was too much, and I let 7 years pass by for something that took me 2 months to do. It took me 2 months to consolidate my loans, to get in touch with the right people, to find a school, to find a major, to set this up. It took me 2 months, and I procrastinated for 7 years. Sometimes you got to take the first step. I told myself I'm going to get back into school and I'm going to get myself out of debt. Well, what's the first thing that I need to do? I need to get on the computer and see who I need to contact. Then I need to call these people and go through these steps. And next thing you know, I'm back in school getting my business management degree. I am out of student loan debt, you guys. And it's because I took the first step. The gum had been on my shoes for 7 years. Got to take the first step, y'all. All right. The video is rolling for a long time, so I just want to go to the very next thing, and the very last thing. You have to have faith, and you have to believe that not only can it happen for you, that it will happen for you. See, a lot of our problems is when we get started on something and we see that it's not working, we give up. We throw in the towel. We're like, no, it doesn't work. But if you have faith, if you believe and know that it will happen for you, that is one of the biggest reasons, that's one of the biggest things that can help you get up and to get unstuck, is to believe that you can have it. There's nobody else that deserves it more than you. They aren't better than you. Anybody that is successful, they are not better people than you. But they decided to get themselves unstuck and take the actions necessary to have the things that they want in life. And you can have it too. They are just people. If you look at the Steve Jobs of the world, and you look at the Oprahs of the world, and the Donald Trumps, they are people. If you cut them, they will bleed regular blood, just like you. So what that tells me is you also have the ability to make it just like a Donald Trump, just like anybody in this. You can do it. They don't have a magic potion that they drink that facilitates their success. It don't work like that. They believe. They take the actions, and they do what they got to do in order to make their dreams happen. So y'all, listen, I need y'all to get unstuck. I need y'all to make it, because y'all want to know, and I tell y'all this in every single video, I have enough faith and belief in myself and in the God inside of me that I am going to make it in life. I am going to make it. See, what we don't realize is this process between here and here. I understand the process. We grow and develop as a result of the processes that we go through in life. The process that you go through is, they say sometimes the process is a lot better sometimes than the end result. Who you become in the process of becoming is a lot better than who you become sometimes. It's the process. It's the people that you meet. It's the things that you do. It's the things that you don't do. It's those things that mess up, that teach us that help us. But you can't get stuck and stay there. Like I told you, you can get stuck, but you cannot stay stuck. So you guys, the video has been, this has been a long video, but I really needed you guys to get my point, you guys. I love y'all, and if you have questions for me, email me, motivationx@gmail.com. Find me on Facebook, X the Motivator, Motivation with X, or go to my website, motivationwithx.com. I love y'all, and until the next time, make sure y'all press play to y'all destiny.